first time that I experienced anxiety was probably 12 years ago. I'd get the shakes. You know, I'd be sitting at work and I'd physically, the hands would be shaking, so I'd sit on my hand.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I was thinking. I didn't know what I was feeling, and I didn't know. I was more like, why am I thinking this? Why am I feeling like this?
When I feel at my worst, I just shut myself in and I don't want to talk to anyone. I can't even answer the phone or anything.
I felt like I was going to die every day. The symptoms, my heart palpitations, you just get stomach pains, pins and needles down my finger, headaches. For me, it was just about getting through the day.
What I did a lot of the time before I found coping mechanisms, which was to seek constant reassurance from other people.
All the time. I think that's one of the main things about anxiety.
Did you find it made you better?
Yes, it did.
All the time?
Not all
or
the time.
Temporarily?
It did for about 10 seconds,
Right.
then I'll have something else wrong there, and then I've got to get reassurance
exactly.
again.
I spent most of my life seeking reassurance from others. Like you say, if health anxiety problems,
Anyone.
Yes.
You try.
Yeah, and you get a kind of temporary relief. It's like a bit of a drug fix.
It is, yeah.
It goes away for a bit and then it comes back. So you have to find longer term coping mechanisms.
It's like a short-term solution to a long-term problem.
Last year, one of the things that I identified with perfection was a minimum standard for me. It wasn't a goal, and that's what it should be. It should be a goal. Perfection, yeah, aim high, but don't set it as the minimum, because that really is what can trigger an awful lot of anxiety.
The worst thing to do as well is, say if you've got heart palpitations or like I used to get lumps in the throat, do not look up the symptoms on the internet.
Oh, absolutely.
No.
No.
Do not do that,
No.
because that is a no-go.
That'll
come up.
You're absolutely right.
I had CBT, I had severe depression, which had also come on from about the age of 11, and I really kind of went about that. But I noticed that when I started to overcome them things, the anxiety lessened and I was able to rationalise and cope with the anxiety more.
I still think CBT is probably the best course of treatment for me because I find it more easier to talk about the issues I'm facing. My therapist now, she's always telling me that it's what if it doesn't happen, and the only way that you can try it is by trying it.
I've heard yoga, meditation, Pilates, especially yoga, is supposed to be excellent for anxiety. Yeah. Write yourself a little diary. So, like Mondays, you're suffering from heart palpitations, and list what time it goes as well that day. So next week, if you're suffering from that same like heart palpitations, you can look back and think, right, I suffered with this, it went within a couple of hours, I'll be fine today, it will go. That's one I've found.
That's excellent, to say to yourself, this will pass. And it doesn't define me. I have anxiety, but that's not all I am.
Do like little baby steps, so I used to push myself each day. I used to walk up to the shop and then just walk back home.
Those baby steps are like big achievements though, aren't they? And I know, for me anyway in particular, I always say it's important, I always think it's important to get the support which you feel you need. And I know for me, I initially found it very, very difficult to open up to my family, how I'm feeling, the thoughts I'm getting and so on. And it took me about 2 years after I got diagnosed to even tell one person. But their reactions surprised me in a very good, positive manner. I think now that particularly if you want to tell a family member, go ahead and tell them. If they love you and if you love them, the support should always be there.
Actually going to somebody and telling them what you're going through, because it's quite hard sometimes, isn't it, to admit to people.
But once you say it, it's like, oh yeah, my brother suffered that really bad. It's really, really common. You know, when you do start talking about it, you don't realise how many people like have it.